You're about to enjoy an It Takes Three Network podcast.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Who is this?
What are you wearing?
Ryan?
Nope. Hi.
Were you just trying to stalk me?
Yeah, I guess I need a little more practice.
That is the most romantic thing anyone has ever done for me.
Welcome back to Let's Talk OC, an OC podcast. I'm Michelle.
I'm Liz.
And this week we have two guests. You might remember them as the therapists, my sister Sam and brother-in-law Bobby. Hi, guys.
Bang.
Hello, bang.
Sorry, I love the bullet.
Bullet. The bullet is in this episode.
Quite a bit.
Well, hell, of course he's in this episode. He's the bullet, ain't he?
Oh, boy.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Someone's got
Not the bullet, but Bobby's impression of the
Yeah,
bullet.
Bobby Bullet.
Bobby Bullet.
I love it.
Didn't you want Bobby? Didn't you want Sam to call you the bullet?
It wasn't happening.
Yeah, when my first go around watching the OC, like I just loved pretty much everything about the bullet, even though he and I have very little in common. So I tried to get Sam for a short while. I was like, "Hey Sam, could you just call me the bullet from now on?" And she was like, "No." So that idea got shot down real quick, probably by another bullet. So the bullet name got shot down by another bullet. But yeah, I still try every once in a while to get her to call me bullet, but I've been unsuccessful so far. So maybe some of you listeners out there could help me with that one and convince Sam on why it's a good idea.
I think it's just funny for you just to do bang instead.
Bang.
Like, we don't have to call you the bullet. We could just say bang.
Maybe every time I enter a room, I'll just scream out bang, super loud.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so
Sam's
this
not
week...
into it.
Not so much.
No. All right, this week we're discussing Season 4, Episode 12, The Groundhog Day. Original air date January 25th, 2007, written by Mark Fish and directed by Ian Toyton. As the Coens prepare for Kirsten's 40th birthday party, Kirsten gets some news that will change the Coens' life forever. Meanwhile, Ryan acts as if he doesn't miss Taylor, and she visits a therapist who gives her some rules to live by. Che finally figures out who his soulmate is.
God.
Oh, the whole chase
So
stuff.
over him.
Oh my God, I'm so thank you. I am with him. So over it.
And you're not even watching week to week.
Oh, but doesn't you see him once? You're like, oh yeah, I remember.
Over Che.
Before we get into the episode, we have the ice cream scoop of the week, as always, provided by our friend Mike, who pairs a flavor of ice cream with the episode. And this week he says, your ice cream correspondent here with the scoop of the week. This week it is Ben & Jerry's Chocolate Therapy, which is chocolate ice cream with chocolate cookies and swirls of chocolate pudding.
Yum. Pudding.
Yeah, pudding ice cream. Besides the obvious comparison of name to the two lovely guests, as well Taylor going to therapy, I also picked this because sometimes chocolate can be bitter or sweet. Sidebar. Did anyone else as a kid go into the fridge and eat one of those nasty baker squares that their mom had in the fridge thinking it was chocolate, only to realize it was unsweetened chocolate?
Yes.
Oh, it's so funny. It's a bittersweet is a theme, and this is very prominent in this episode. Che and Seth get arrested, and then Che ends up finding his soulmate. As for Seth, in Sandy's eyes, he was arrested for a great cause. Julie ends things with Frank, but we see she does this for Caitlin because her and the bullet really get along, and that makes her happy, seeing her daughter happy.
Yeah, but that's not a reason to
No. Kirsten is not feeling like herself and is celebrating her 40th, which could be depressing and stressful for some, but then she gets that news that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
But thank you, Mike. He said that he struggled this week picking the flavor because he really wanted it to be good for Sam and Bobby.
Oh, he wanted to impress.
Much appreciated. Much obliged. You
You
did a
always
great job.
impress,
Yeah.
I
Mike.
know. He does such a great job every
So
week.
good. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love it too. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
2 thumbs up.
Two very enthusiastic
very
thumbs up.
Fine holiday
family
fun.
Oh, that was it, yeah. But really, it is that good, though. Very good
Listen
job.
to our episode that we did with Tom and Simon on the Mighty 90s podcast where we discuss Clueless. Plug, 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 plug.
Plug.
No one got that about the 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into this episode. The episode opens. We have Of Montreal playing, which I love Of Montreal. Fun fact, I fainted at one of their concerts and woke up in the bouncer's arm and then asked for a hot dog bun.
Ew.
This was actually
Gross.
a couple of months into Ant and I dating, and he had no idea that I faint sometimes.
Right. That's like your thing.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
But Taylor gets a call from Caitlin. She's making up excuses about where she is and what she's doing. Caitlin tells Taylor that Kirsten's birthday is happening and that she's turning 40. Turns out, though, that Taylor has been loitering for 7 hours in the mall with binoculars and gets stopped by a guard because she's spying on Ryan.
Gotta be like more sleek about that.
Yeah. Back at home, Julie is short on cash. She's making dinner. They're having frozen meals. Caitlin is there asking her what they're having for dinner. And Julie gets a call as she's sneaking around and she whispers, "I miss you too." In the background, we hear Che chanting.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, my Summer's weird friend is in the background. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is he still here?
Why is he still here?
Why
exactly.
is he still here?
Right.
So that I just want to chime in for a minute. So that part where Che was like doing his like weird like chants or whatever it was, that spiritual chant. As I was watching that, I don't know if anybody else agrees or not, but when he was going that like, it reminded me of the opening of the Frankie Says Relax song or whatever. It's like
Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
and then it's like relax, don't do it. But that opening part where it's like Che sounded like the opening of the Frankie Says Relax song.
No, it's so synthesized. It's
We'll have to enter the clip here.
All right, Sam.
Sorry,
well,
Michelle.
Whatever.
think
That's
so.
what came to my mind. Check it out. If you disagree, that's cool. I'm probably wrong, but that's just what came to my mind. So I made a note
He
to
should
share
have that like notion in his head about relaxing, but I don't get that vibe.
Yeah.
I made a note, okay, laughing at Che.
Yes.
Because I
Well,
thought that was pretty comical.
right. Because upstairs we hear Che chanting because he's holding a ceremony in Summer's room. Summer questions him on it, and he's trying to figure out the complicated dream about his soulmate. Summer tells him to just spend time with the person if you think that person is your soulmate. So Che decides he's planning a Black Ops mission to rescue Newport's very own groundhog, Chuck, which Summer says keep me out of it.
How did as the seasons go along and everything, and I learn more and more about Che, I wonder, how did he ever get into an Ivy League school like Brown University? He seems like, no offense to like Berkeley or something like that, but he sounds like more of a Berkeley man with these like radical, environmental type things. How did he ever end up at like an old school, Ivy League like Brown? He just doesn't seem like the type that would go to Brown.
Maybe
So-
it's the family money.
Right. Old money. You could argue the same for Summer, but she had her like, glow up
Suppose that's
emotionally and all
true.
that.
And I also just like Che, like I mean, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, but like Che, where do you get your weed from? These dreams
Yeah,
are
he
just
still gets
out
some
of this
good shit.
world, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, you're putting some moon rocks with
peyote.
your weed, buddy.
Yeah.
At the Cohens, Sandy and the boys are heading out to the movies. They're trying to convince Kirsten to join, but she just wants some quiet time for herself. They all think she doesn't want to come because she's turning 40 and she's taking it hard, but we see her call the doctor because she hasn't been feeling well and it's urgent. So all of this happened before the intro,
Yeah.
which we set up everybody's little
The intro
storyline.
was pretty far.
It's a cold open.
Yeah.
It's a long
It's
one.
a long one.
Yeah. So the next morning, we see Seth sleeping, and he wakes up to Che staring over him because Che took Summer's advice on spending time with someone that is your soulmate.
Right, which is funny to me that Che and Summer are getting close, and wouldn't you think Summer will be like, oh, who are you into? Like, do I know them? Who could it be since you've been living in my house?
I think Summer takes Che with a grain of salt.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
oh, you do you, okay.
Wrote him off.
Right. And so Che asks Seth how he feels about saving animals. So they head to town hall and they see Newport Chuck, and Che fills Seth in what he wants to do. And at first, Seth is hesitant. But after a tiny guilt trip, he agrees because Seth helped him cure his inner sad animus and feels that he has a bond. And Che has a plan to save Chuck. So they decide they're going to do this all at night. We see Che and Seth in a van going over the plan. They talk about the tour of the town hall, which Seth was always very interested in going on. He's like, how was it? I've always wanted to do that. They also talk about the logistics, like if Seth doesn't feel comfortable about dropping from the ceiling, it's okay because Che has a papoose for Seth.
Yes, a papoose.
I found this funny. I did find this.
Yeah, I mean, this guy can't find his way out of a paper bag, but he has very intricate ways of getting in and out of
But just
buildings.
picture Che dropping and Seth in a papoose. But then they decide, let's get pre-op snow cones.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love a good snow cone.
absolutely.
Standard.
Yeah. So Che and Seth, they break in. Seth takes the elevator, but Che drops in Mission Impossible style because obviously. They grab Chuck and they hear something, so they run upstairs to the roof, only to discover that the door is locked. So they spend the night on the roof. Seth wakes up to a meditating Che and tells Seth that this is the second night they've spent together and if it means anything to him. And Seth is like, no. A guard ends up coming out and finding them. So the boys end up getting arrested, and Che calls Summer to tell her that she has to finish the mission of saving Chuck. She knows he's right, so she pretends to be a reporter for Groundhog Day Weekly, and she's interviewing the person who's running it at the festival, which Newport has a whole festival for
Or
Groundhog
just
Day.
for Groundhog. Yeah.
Right.
Right? And she's trying to find out information of who exactly is on stage when Chuck is brought out. And she sees a few people to be dressed up as giant groundhogs.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Could I just stop for 1 second
Yeah.
as well? Like, so Che put the piece of tape in front of the door to hold it open and everything like that. And, you know, he's like, oh, I left the rope inside and the tape broke. But if you go back and you watch that episode, on both of their backpacks, there's rope sticking out of there.
There wouldn't be a story if they went by the
Like,
rules and logic, Bob.
There
Come
is
on.
rope, a decent amount of rope sticking out of both of their backpacks. Like, I don't get that. You ran out of rope. Stop smoking your tree and check your backpack, buddy. Like, there's rope there. I'm looking right at it.
I wonder if Che is one of those straight edge people. Do you think he smokes? Do you know how he could be one of those, like, really just...
I don't know, actually.
But he's also like an herbalist. He's like one with the earth and wanting
Totally.
to absorb the earth. And
Right, but that doesn't mean he's smoking the earth.
I mean, I could see him smoking.
I could see it too.
I could totally see it. But either way, like, all right, so if you're not smoking, then just like stop huffing in all your incense and everything like that. And, check your backpack because I could see rope sticking
And you
out
had
of it.
rope. That's the bottom line. You had rope.
Yeah.
So then we see that someone's dressed as a groundhog, grabbed Newport Chuck, and ran off on the news, and while Seth and Che are waiting to be bailed out. Che tries to come clean at this point to tell Seth about his animus and who he's in love with, and as he's saying this, a groundhog walks in. A human dressed as a groundhog, so that could be confusing. And instantly, Che is in love. And then he realizes that, in fact, he was not in love with an otter, but he was in love with a groundhog.
She's so cute, this girl.
She's
She is
really
very
cute.
She is.
And so they instantly connect through the bars. Sandy comes to get the boys out, but Che decides to stay.
Yeah, he's going to
Which I
stay
don't
in
even
jail.
know. Can you even do that? It's like,
Yeah.
no,
Right?
you have to go, buddy. Like, we're not holding you here.
So when Seth was preoccupied with Che, Ryan was dealing with Taylor, or lack thereof, Tyler. So Sandy is trying to be there for Ryan, asking how he's doing all throughout this episode. We have Ryan claims that he's doing just fine, but he wants to talk to Taylor, and he keeps looking at the scrapbook that she made him.
Sweet.
It's really sweet because at first he's like, "Oh, I didn't need this. This is weird," but
Right.
he actually loves it and keeps it under the bed.
Yeah, I like this side of Ryan, the missing.
Right?
He's longing for something.
And he also kept.
Marissa.
And after
Oh.
that's kind of what I was going to say, because it's funny he kept it under his bed. And I mean, people, keep things under their bed. But I find it funny that after Marissa died, he kept that box of all of her possessions underneath his bed the same way that he kept the scrapbook thingy from Taylor under his bed. So I don't know. I just found that interesting.
Yeah, he didn't want people to see it, but yet
Right.
it's sentimental to him. So he keeps it under his bed.
Yeah.
I like it.
Throughout this whole episode as well, Sandy is trying to get this special present for Kirsten. And so
Yeah.
we keep seeing him make phone calls and talk about this big surprise. Meanwhile, Taylor decides to go to therapy with Dr. James, who tells her that she isn't crazy, she's mature for realizing her actions, and that Dr. James knows she can help Taylor, but her methods are quite aggressive.
Do you
Like,
know
of
who
course
Dr.
she-
James is?
Oh my God. As I watched it, I'm like,
Joanna.
Joanna, you've really moved up in the world to being
She looks
Jennifer
exactly the
Aniston.
same,
She
though.
really did.
She did
What
not
was it?
age
We're
at
saying
all.
that she played
Right.
Joanna on Friends.
Friends.
Yes. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always had the mascara goop.
in her eye, and it's just there.
I always think about that. Ever since that episode, I'm paranoid about
Me
the
too.
mascara.
I'm always doing, especially now in the COVID world. I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
right. I'm trying not to touch your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Taylor goes home, goes through all her memories and mementos of Ryan with Summer. She finds a saved toothpick and a valet tape, which, Sam, this is something you have done.
I don't have toothpicks.
You have
She
saved
doesn't have
gum.
toothpicks, just
she
tooth
saved
brushes.
gum.
Yes, you did say. We were like in the 8th grade, though, to be fair.
You could have said 5th. No. Like, nobody had to know. I think it was 7th.
Yeah, sure. 12, 13, normal age. But the thing is,
logic and reasoning part of
Taylor
your brain
is
not developed at that
19
point.
here, so maybe
Right.
not be saving the toothpick.
She's also taking advice from a therapist who's as crazy as she is. I mean, like, let's be real. Like, of course she doesn't think she's crazy. She's, like, aligning with her.
Yeah.
Bobby's,
So,
like, sitting here. Wait, I'm, like,
Summer-
surprised you're not speaking.
well, we have a lot
I'm
of
awake.
questions in the second half
All right.
about
All right, I'll be fine.
how you guys would have dealt
Yeah.
with Taylor and what you think of Dr. James. So,
They both would have been in therapy. Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah. But Summer tells Taylor, you know, listen, if you like Ryan and he likes you, why can't you guys just work it out together? But Taylor feels she has no other choice and she needs to do this healing.
I
It's a
understand.
process. I do too.
She loves to be in love, regardless of, you know, how that person treats her or her emotional state. And so she just wants to, like, find a way to deal with that and, like, not jump for the next person that says, I love you.
She'll find love in almost anything.
Yes, exactly.
And she wants to be able to stand on her own and be strong on her own.
Right. Which is very important.
It is. So part of this method with this therapist is she drives Taylor to Ryan's house and says that she is the emotional crisis manager.
I'm sorry. Is
What
this something
happening?
that people do?
What is happening?
I was-
Absolutely fucking not. 200% no.
I wrote that in my notes. I'm like, do therapists go to
No.
events with their
As a-
clients?
And
As a matter-
especially as a domestic case. I mean, obviously within the context, you know that they're not having some kind of violent history, but you don't know why she's trying to avoid or get over this guy. And you show up at his house. God,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing.
Well, I think she knows because she must have told her. We just didn't see that part.
Oh, so she consciously just decided not to give a fuck.
Right.
I got it.
Like
Cool.
clients
Good job, therapist.
withhold a lot of information. I don't know. I mean, I've definitely I've had things that I've given to my own therapist because it's like, this is not, but this is completely
Was
out
it
of
the
context.
gum?
No. Just like different like boards and things that are just like, okay, this is counterproductive to what you're trying to accomplish. But he wouldn't be like, hey, I'm going to drive this to the person's, it's not even a person, but I wouldn't drive this to the garbage for you. Like that's
Well, the
just
thing that gets me
crazy.
is Dr. James actually delivers the box of stuff to Ryan. And she's like, do you know who I am? I'm Dr. James.
right.
And so Taylor...
Like, he's supposed to know who she is.
I know.
Exactly.
And
Ryan of
so
all
Taylor
people.
is in the car hiding, trying to, you know, be sure that she's not seen. So Ryan notices her, runs out, tries to talk to her, and we have this whole classic scene of he's trying to talk to Taylor, and then she's whispering, like, hey, can you please tell him? And he's right there, and he's like, I can hear you. And the therapist is like, no, this has to be done. And so Taylor says, goodbye, Ryan, and they drive off.
Yes.
So, yeah. Later on at the groundhog, I keep saying groundhog.
It's hard to say Groundhog
I know.
Day, not Groundhog's Day.
Right.
Groundhog Day. Oh.
Groundhog's Day.
Right?
It's Groundhog
easier to
Day.
say Groundhog's Day, even though it's not
Right.
what it is.
We'll just blame it on the New York accent. It's
There
all
you
good.
go.
Later on at the festival, Taylor is there talking with Dr. James, and she sees Sandy and Ryan in the background. Randy.
Randy.
I was making a ship. Making a ship for Sandy and,
Sandy and Ryan.
Ryan.
Love it.
But we see them in the background, and Dr. James takes a call. And so Taylor sees people dressed up like the groundhogs. And so Taylor gets in one of the suits, and she spies. I
Like
know.
Eugene.
I know.
Yeah, like Eugene from Hey Arnold, or like Michael Myers just standing behind a tree stalking.
yeah.
And she's spying on Sandy and Ryan. Sandy ends up getting a call. He gets up. But before he does this, he's asking Ryan, you know, what's going on with you and
Of
Taylor?
course, the prompt. He's prompting him right
Sure.
there.
And so Taylor's getting closer so she can hear what happens. Sandy gets his phone call. He gets up. And she's getting closer to Ryan and closer to Ryan in this groundhog costume.
Gosh.
And he notices like something's approaching him, and then she falls and trips and the head falls off. And he's like, what are you doing? And she runs
Taylor.
off.
I know it's you. It's just the back of her head. He's like, Taylor.
I know. And Ryan is left confused, which he's always confused.
Poor
Always.
We mentioned how Kirsten's birthday is happening. She made an appointment with the doctor because she's been feeling weak and having nausea, and the doctor suggests they run some tests. So the day of her birthday comes, Sandy greets her in the morning saying that soon they'll be on their own and the boys will be out of the house, which is like, ooh,
Yeah.
so awkward. But Ryan comes in that morning and he's so cheerful, which I love. He gives Kirsten a big hug.
Yeah. Happy
Yeah.
Oh,
birthday.
it's so sweet.
Love him.
But she's completely distracted. She gets a call and the doctor ends up wanting to see her in person.
To tell her news.
I always feel like on
Ah.
shows, like, when you go to the OBG, the first thing they do is take your urine.
Right.
Not me.
Well, yeah, you have this, like,
You're like the only person in the world.
you know,
that
a
doesn't
la
get the
carte
urine.
service with your OBG. But outside of you, everybody gets urine
Right.
tested. And obviously, a blood test is a lot more accurate with hormones, but you can test urine. Why does nobody do that? It's like, you're in Newport. You guys have
Well, maybe they
everything
think
accessible.
that she's not pregnant.
Right, because this is just her like MD, right? It's not her
I don't
OB, right?
I think it's
Because
just
why,
MD.
why would she go there? Not
Right.
Right. I,
you know,
I guess
thinking
because I went
that?
in knowing, like, I
Yeah,
know you're
well,
pregnant.
yeah.
Right,
Exactly.
right, right. I think it was her MD.
Okay.
But she's so completely distracted by all of this. She does get a phone call from Julie, which Julie's rambling about her own shit, and she cuts Julie off.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
can't
Finally.
deal. Gotta go.
Can't deal with you. Sandy calls her asking if she can meet him at the yacht club, and then there's a limo there to pick her up. So she needs to snap out of it and get into birthday mode. So we get to the yacht club, and the boys are talking about the Groundhog Day fiasco and how Sandy is actually probably super proud of Seth for being arrested for political activism.
Love that.
Kirsten arrives, and Sandy comes driving around the corner in a mail truck, honking
Very
away.
sweet. I did get a
So
little.
cute.
Romantic.
Little choked.
So cute.
But like real quick, so when Sandy was saying he was like live in the back of a mail truck like we used to, it's like I know that Sandy's like a poor kid from the Bronx that came out to Cali, but like as for Kirsten, it's like your dad is Caleb Nickel. You were living in the back of a mail truck. He let that.
No, that's like
happen?
how their relationship. Like that's where they.
That's what they used to do it.
Oh, I thought they like were literally homeless living in the back of a mail truck. I was like, your dad's Caleb
No, I think they
Nickel.
used to just
come
like
on.
sneak away there to like
Bounce
do
chick away.
things.
And it was Berkeley
Got it.
memories.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
like all started in
true.
college.
True,
Yeah.
true. So sweet though, Sandy, just
I
killing
know,
it, crushing
Yeah,
it.
really
Yep.
He then gives Kirsten round trip tickets for around the world.
like what?
Crazy.
Well, I mean, it's a birthday. The boys are going to be away. And Kirsten's like, hey, I have to tell you something. They go in private to talk. And she tells him how she's only sick in the morning
He's like, I'm not following.
and that we're pregnant. And Sandy's like, wait, what? One more time? Sandy, we're having a baby. So cute.
Aww. Hey, you newbies, did you predict this?
yeah, right.
Right. Last but not least, we have Julie, Caitlin, and the bullet. Bang.
Bye.
He's back. Julie is sneaking around talking to a mysterious man, which at the time we don't know who it is.
I mean, you can assume who it
Right.
is.
But we don't know at
The
this
way they
time.
left things, right?
TBD. Caitlin, turns out, has been emailing the bullet with the Lukes,
Oh, Caitlin.
Luke's.
acting as Julie, and they've been doing this for a month.
I
Did this
think
bring
it's
back
funny
memories,
how
Sam?
like the
'Cause-
mom, okay. how the mom, Julie and Caitlin are doing the same. Like they're both sneaking around.
They're the
misleading.
same.
Like
The same.
mother, like
Same
daughter.
person.
It's such a parallel story, and yet they're mad at each other because it's like you can't.
We
Because
see
they're
this
the
all the
same.
time.
Like when they were in the club and they were both like, I'll give up
They're
men
the
if you give up
exact
breaking the rules or whatever. They fucking catch each other doing this very same thing that they promised. And they're both very like vindictive and they're both very cunning and smart and influential. They are literally the same
The
fucking
same,
person.
well, like mother,
They
like
really
daughter.
are. And
real,
they
though.
always said Marissa's more like Jimmy.
Yes.
True story.
Julie is stressed about money because she's not with Kirsten anymore and the job.
Well, yeah.
Right. So she's trying to find things in the house to sell. Caitlin doesn't get it because her boyfriend's a millionaire, and Julie brushes that off and tells her that she's not seeing anybody else. Well, Julie gets a bouquet delivered to the house, and Caitlin receives it, doesn't even bring it in the house, and throws it in the garbage.
Brit.
And so now she knows that her mom is lying and that there is actually another guy in the picture. The bullet and Caitlin talk on the phone about how he's so excited to see Julie because their emails have been so good.
Spicy.
Yeah. The butt comment.
I know. He tells Caitlin that he's going to propose to Julie and asks what kind of ring she would like. It's an emerald cut.
Yeah.
Like, so
She would.
soon.
Yeah.
So soon.
Pump the brake.
I mean, the
This
proposal's
is like
on
the
this
fourth
show.
engagement for Julie on
I
the
know.
show.
I know.
It's too much.
So they go ring shopping. Caitlin bumps into Ryan at the pier, and she's trying to hide from them, and Bullet buys the most expensive ring in the store because
course.
Of course.
obviously,
The bullet body.
that's right, it has to be the most expensive. He bought it. He's going to propose with a Persian love song that he learned that someone suggested to him on the plane back from
I
Dubai.
can't imagine him singing this Persian
Well,
love
he's going to
song.
play it
Oh, okay,
and
right.
get
Just play
down
it.
on one knee, right? And
With a chocolate phone, nonetheless. Like, you guys
Yeah,
remember
the
those
chocolate.
shittiest phones
yeah.
ever?
Yeah, those were
oh
awful.
my God, what a throwback.
Oh my God, I thought you literally meant he had a chocolate
of
phone. I was like,
chocolate.
I did not remember that in the episode. Like a piece of chocolate. This man has more money in the world. Why would he have a brick of chocolate into his phone? Shit. Okay.
So Caitlin calls Julie and tells her that her appendix burst. And Julie flips out, rushes home, and finds the house with flowers everywhere. She sees that Caitlin is fine, and then Bullet drops to one knee and proposes.
Caitlin,
With the
she's like,
song
"I'm
playing.
fine."
With the song playing in the background. Bullet's like, hit it. And I was like, oh
She
my
could have
God.
said like a pipe burst. Come home.
I
Not
know.
my appendix or a rupturing.
Right? So Julie's so surprised. She then comes clean that she wasn't the one sending the emails because Bullet's asking her, well, what about our
Yeah.
conversations we've been having? And it was actually Caitlin. And so her and Caitlin discuss this. Julie's pretty annoyed with this, and Caitlin doesn't get it because he has money, he loves her, but most of all, he'd make an amazing stepdad.
Which is like, I get what you're saying, Caitlin. However,
So much.
It's so much more complicated than
it's
that.
way complicated.
Yeah. So at Kirsten's party, Caitlin comes clean to Bullet about the emails, which he takes it like a champ.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like, whatever.
he does.
It's kind of creepy,
Right.
but whatever.
We're good. Julie enters the party and sees how Caitlin and the Bullet are interacting, and she tells him that the answer is no, but she's willing to get to know him, and if she could learn to love him, then she would be proud to be his wife. And then they all have a group hug.
This is not like some Beauty and the Beast.
I was
scenario.
literally thinking that's beautiful. If I
I'm
can
gonna
learn to love you.
you.
Literally in my head, I'm like thinking Belle in the castle.
Even though like Belle didn't set up like learning, she like didn't know going in. I have to
Right.
learn to love him.
Right.
And she even says, like, I like you.
Like
It's
like I can
just-
see that you're maybe a good guy. Sorry, Bobby. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the bullet.
no,
but
me neither.
I mean, this is progress for Julie though, because she's very impulse driven. She's very immediate gratification driven. So for her to, and she would, normal Julie would never give the bullet, a second. Well, actually, she might for the money, for the money standpoint. But like Julie's actually looking at it beyond that superficial, materialistic standpoint. She's actually like kind of pumping the brakes a little bit and taking an opportunity to like evaluate, would this be a realistic, good fit for something outside of like the money could provide me. So I give her credit for kind of pumping her own brakes there.
yeah,
Totally.
I get that.
Yeah. Outside of the party, Kirsten tells Seth and Ryan about the baby.
Yeah.
And they're shocked, but they leave to go pick up the girls for the party. So Seth enters Summer's room. Summer gives the groundhog to Che and his groundhog.
Groundhog.
Did they ever give her a name?
No.
No, right?
Groundhog. Yeah. She apologizes for getting them her arrested, but the girl is fine with it because she met Che and now they can go off and be together.
And go off into the sunset, Shay.
That's it.
Bye, bitch.
Right.
Bye.
Oh, the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
We then have Ryan. He calls Taylor from outside her room on the phone. He's heavy breathing.
This
Like
is
a
really
stalker.
funny.
He's
Yeah.
acting like a stalker, pretending to be the creepy guy, and Taylor finds it the most romantic thing ever.
It is. Hell yeah.
It's really cute.
Taylor's got some kinky erotomatic shit going
She
on
sure
there. She's like,
does.
ooh, I hope he ties me up and spanks me before he kills me. That'd be so hot. Like,
Wow.
Sam's face.
she's
Wow.
got some weird erotomatic shit going on there.
She's an insecure. Okay. We'll get into
We'll
it.
get
Well,
into that.
It was a really cute scene, and
Like you said, I'll have to take lessons from you or something. It was funny.
yeah, but they head to the party and they make jokes. He's like, "I'll let you follow me," and she's
Yeah.
like, "And then when
Right.
we get to
That
the
was
party,
It was cute.
I'll pretend I don't.
it was cute for them."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The episode ends with Julie looking at everyone at the party. She sees Caitlin happily dancing with Bullet, Summer's dancing with Seth, Sandy's dancing with Kirsten,
Love it.
Ryan's dancing with Taylor, and then she calls the mystery man to tell him that she's back with the Bullet and this is what's best for her family. The man on the other line is Frank. Shocker. And it turns out that he was going to propose because we see him close a
he's
ring
holding
box.
a ring.
Suck it, Frank.
I mean, Julie was going to be proposed to by two men, in one episode.
Like, what?
How long was she with Frank?
Hard to know, honestly.
A month or
Right.
two?
So again, either way, it would have been really
I don't even think
impulsive.
a month. I think
Right. I think, well, I'm assuming
like
they
a
have
week?
been like talking.
yes, they have been.
so. Either decision would not have been made under good judgment.
Right.
No, none of her proposals have been.
So we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with all of your questions and comments.
Hi, I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this is Book of Lies, the podcast, where we discuss liars, cheats, and thieves.
Scammers and dirty rotten scoundrels.
So tune in for new episodes every Tuesday to hear about another low-down dirty liar.
And learn how to spot them.
So that's Book of Lies podcast. Find us on your favorite podcast player or on Twitter at Book of Lies Pod, on Instagram at Book of Lies Podcast, and on Facebook at Book of Lies Podcast.
And if you want to send us an email, send us one at bookofliespodcast@gmail.com.
Okay?
Bye-bye.
Welcome back from break. We're going to go into our trivia up first with our trivia correspondent, our queen, Letitia_Dominique Tish. Guys, what the hell, guys?
I was trying to find a quote. I didn't know we were supposed to start it.
Unbelievable. You
Never-
guys,
they're
you've
never
been
invited
here.
back.
Never again.
Okay.
You have to do the TTTs.
The TTTs.
One more time, all together.
That's why you don't ask.
Sorry,
me to do
headphone
that.
users.
Yeah.
All right. Tish says Kirsten's birthday is February 2nd, 1967.
Oh my God, she's a baby.
Julie's email address is julie5602 at pagespersonal.com.
5602.
Whose birthday?
Bullet's email is bullet007 at pagespersonal.com.
He just
It
personal.
would be 007.
This episode has a rating of 7.5 on IMDb and a 9.3 on TV.com.
That's high.
Wow.
Yeah.
For this episode, that's high.
Yeah. With 6 votes, Ryan is TV.com's MVP.
Yeah.
Tish says that she totally forgot about Caitlin catfishing Bullet. The first time she watched this episode, she screamed when she saw Frank with the ring. She doesn't understand the point of Taylor showing up to the house with the therapist.
Yep.
What's with these men proposing to Julie? And she also finds it funny how Daryl keeps popping up. Daryl was in the jail cell with Che and Seth.
Oh, the homeless guy.
Yeah.
I literally thought you meant Daryl from The
awesome.
Office. And
Me
I was
too.
like, wait, when?
I love that he's like a low-key recurring character.
Yeah. So this question, which Alicia, Vic, Mike also wanted a similar perspective for you and Bobby, Sam. How do you both feel about the space that Taylor and Ryan took as therapists? Do you approve of the therapy that Dr. James offered to Taylor? And how would you, what advice would you give to her? And then tell
Sam's
us about
sweating.
Dr. James's practices.
Okay. So in theory, great. In practice, horrible. Right. So with any relationship, especially if you're trying to sort out your feelings, I would say take some time, take some space, but be constructive with it. And if you're taking space, I wouldn't be driving around in my therapist's Corvette or
Well, I would
whatever
hope
it
not,
was.
yeah.
Sorry, Bob. I know you're like, that's not what it was.
It's probably a sob, honestly.
Probably. So I wouldn't, that's not taking space, right? That's kind of a mixed message to your client. It's like, take space, but then let's show up at his house and return all of his possessions that you have. It's very
Yeah, they're
confusing to
possessions
the
of-
client.
She kept of him,
Right.
like the toothpick.
Right.
So
So
I
it's
might
not
ex-
even like what he has given to her.
Right. Which, so I feel like you should
She should have just
probably-
burned it.
Right.
You know?
Like, don't return to sender. That's weird. I would have used the therapy to explore like why she keeps needing to have this she obviously has an insecure attachment, so I would explore that and see if she has any insight into that. Bobby, why are you tapping yourself? We discussed this on the way over. We both agree she has an insecure attachment style, and that's why she what?
Go on.
Okay. Why? I feel like you're
Go on.
of course. I would explore that with her and try to have her gain some insight into what is having her make the decisions she is in relationships and why they're resulting the way that they are.
Do you think it stems from her dad not being there?
Yes, 100%. Dad's out of the picture. Mom's narcissistic, so you're going to have a poor sense of self because you never validated and given unconditional positive regard as a child, blah, blah, blah. So having a therapist session one telling you, hey, I'm going to drive you around and do really inappropriate and boundary crossing behaviors is just kind of reinforcing that message that you already received as a child. So I agree with the taking some space, but horrible delivery with how that got done.
Bobby?
Bob.
So if any of you should ever find yourself needing therapy and you have a therapist, unless they are an absolutely world-renowned clinician in their specialty area, if a therapist does anything that Taylor's therapist did with her, run away, because they are clearly mentally unstable and ethically irresponsible. Because Taylor definitely is someone that has an insecure attachment style, which in layman's terms, there's a few different types of attachment styles from the psychodynamic perspective and psychoanalytic perspective. But essentially, it comes from having a parent that sends you mixed messages. I love you one minute, I hate you the next. You're so good, you can work on this constantly. Sending you mixed messages and not really helping you develop a secure sense of self, but more than that, a secure sense of security with the object, aka the parent. And even more so for Taylor, her mom was in and out of her life literally because her mom put her career first. So between her mom inconsistently being there to support her emotionally and just be a present figure in her life, her mom sending her these mixed signals of like, you're so good once in a while, but then also like, just putting her down and critiquing her all the time, it's going to develop an insecure attachment style, not only with her mother, but with herself. So great fucking job to her mom. I'll always say that because she's total
you hate
narcissist.
her mom.
Veronica.
So much, Veronica. You suck. You failed as a mother. Jumping back, with that being said, of an insecure attachment style, to then have a therapist break these boundaries with someone who has an insecure attachment style, you're probably going to damage her more because she's going to become so much more dependent upon you and cross the boundaries with you as Taylor has with so many other people in her life. You're just going to perpetuate that. And as Sam said, in practice, taking time for yourself, in theory, taking time for yourself is good. But for her to tempt Taylor's addiction, and by addiction I mean to people and relationships and addiction to love that she never seems to actually fulfill, to then drive Taylor over to the object of her addiction, aka Ryan, and basically wave in front of her face, like, how is that not triggering? Like, you're basically just,
flooding.
Yeah, you're basically just, tempting her. So I think that was really stupid. So therapist, I would give you a D-.
Would not recommend.
Would 12 out of 10 would not recommend. Really.
I had, I guess, a different remembrance of this episode. So I remembered her going to therapy and with this therapist. And I thought at the festival when she got the phone call, right? Dr. James, I thought we were going to see her go off and we were going to get confirmation that she's crazy. Like, she's nuts.
Oh.
But I remembered, like, we seeing her being, like, obsessive on the phone about someone.
Right.
I don't know why I thought that was a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know why I remembered that.
Huh.
But
Maybe there's a deleted scene or something.
Maybe.
I'd be so curious.
Yeah. But thank you, Tish.
Thank you.
Yeah, good question, Tish.
Moving on to Vic at Muse Chick. So glad Sam and Bobby are back.
Hey.
Vic thinks it's funny how Ryan says he's not sitting around missing Taylor, and yet he looks at the book she gave him. It was really the perfect present. He had puppy eyes when he pleaded with her when she was in the car. I'm glad he went to look for her at the end. In her room.
Got it.
Agreed.
She felt so bad for Julie, she actually teared up at the end when she made the decision. Mm-hmm. For Sam and Bobby, I want to know your thoughts on Taylor and Ryan. You might not like Taylor, but you have to agree what she does. She makes Ryan very happy. First question. No, you can't agree that he makes
think of the words.
Ryan happy?
You don't think Ryan's happy?
No, I think he's happy. I feel frustrated for him. There's always these hurdles in his relationships,
Yeah.
which obviously just are somewhat precedent on the previous relationships because he doesn't really work through what had happened in the. They're like leapfrogs. They go lily pads. It comes from one to the next. So I'm trying to think if like I never even knew Marissa and it was just always Taylor. I'm sure I would like her on an isolated lens. Oh, but I just see him with Marissa.
Bobby, what about Taylor?
I'm not nice.
So yeah, when Ryan was saying he wasn't missing Taylor, the only thing I kept thinking is that song where it's like, I ain't missing
John
you
Wayne.
at all. Dun, dun. Yeah, I just think about
It's
that.
a classic song.
I mean, I would personally say that in terms of making Ryan happy, Taylor couldn't shine Marissa's Jimmy Choo shoes. Little name drop there. Free ad.
Wow.
So I think she does make him happy, but I think that pitted against a few of the other ladies from previous seasons, Taylor doesn't make him as happy because like with Marissa, Ryan stopped at absolutely nothing. He was in love with her the very second he saw her. He stopped at absolutely nothing to protect her, to be around her, to get her. Where Taylor, you know, he was ambivalent about being with her. And then when she told him to back off, he was like, all right. And he kind of
But is that because of what happened in the past? So like, I don't know, right?
Good
If there was a
point.
clean
Good
slate,
point.
would he have been that way with her? Or was that genuinely just that connection between the two of them? Like, that's what I was trying to
That's a good point.
figure out.
I feel like Marissa and Ryan were truly soulmates. They had that connection. They had that touch. So I feel like
Yeah.
Taylor does make him happy, but I feel like if she were pitted against, you know, some of the other ladies, you know, there are plenty
Except
of other people.
Lindsay.
Yeah, sure. There are other people that can make Ryan happier. I don't feel like she's the best fit for him, but she'll do for now.
Okay. Do you think if Caitlyn would have told Bullet the truth, would he still have proposed? Like straight up before he proposed.
I think he probably still would have.
I do too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's into it.
Sam, really? You got to think a lot about
All
that.
right, I don't know. Probably. Because he just goes by his own. He flies by the seat of his pants. And
I mean, he said he was in love with her the first time he laid eyes on her. As
Yeah.
most men are with Julie Cooper.
Right. Of course.
His smoke show.
That's
Yes.
lust, not love.
Thank
Nice.
you, Vic. Moving on to our ice creams correspondent, Mike, at Del_Vasta on Instagram. Caitlin calling Julie, asking what it feels like when your appendix burst is a bit similar to Julie's lie last episode to get Kirsten to talk to
yeah,
her.
sort of.
Also, at the end where Julie breaks it off with Frank to give Bullet a chance because him and Caitlin get along so well is also a bit similar to Caitlin breaking up with Will last week.
Yeah.
Very good similarities.
Wow.
done.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Very similar. And this is what he was talking about last week about them being like mother, like daughter.
Yeah.
Essentially. He thinks it's funny that Daryl keeps making an appearance. Spoiler, he is not on the island. We will see him again. Question for Sam and Bobby. Would either of you advise someone like Che? What if someone came to see you and started talking about their spirit animal being a frog who belongs with an otter and his friend's boyfriend's spirit animal is the otter?
Would you explore maybe are you into Seth or like are you into guys?
Right. First, I'd have to do like a mental status exam to make sure like they're oriented to time and place and all that. So once that checked out and I ruled out like schizophrenia and psychotic creatures and all that business, yeah, like maybe their idea about soulmates is just presented differently. So I would explore what that means to them, why they're picking certain animals, because I know even with my own clients, I'll pick lyrics, I'll pick not myself, but they'll pick lyrics, they'll pick colors that they identify with, they'll pick characters. So why is a character in say like a comic book different from say a frog or an otter? So I'd go that route with them, but always like rule out something else going on upstairs or rule out medical, like are they having really bad I don't even know what. God, there's so many things that could be up with that. But yeah, no, I'd see, I'd explore it with them. Absolutely.
What do you think your spirit animal is?
Oh, what my spirit animal is.
That's my question.
Oh, I was like, I didn't
I'm just curious. I meant to ask you this last week,
my
Les.
spirit animal.
I think mine is definitely a cat.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
My
200%.
Patronus was a wolf.
My Patronus was it almost looked like a ferret, but it wasn't a ferret.
A measle?
No.
A weasel, I mean.
A measle.
Spirit animal.
Sam's like a vicious animal.
I know.
Really? I always. Okay.
Oh yeah.
When we used to play racquetball, John used to call her vicious.
I see Sam as sort of being an alpaca.
What the fuck?
They're not fast enough. I don't.
They're
think.
not.
They're actually pretty quick and they run like hell when they feel
Oh, really?
threatened. Yeah. and
No,
run-
they hum when they feel threatened. I don't hum.
Yeah, but you'll like do things to calm yourself down and
Yeah,
they're-
self-soothing behaviors. We all do. Thank you.
they can run pretty quick and they run when they feel threatened, just like you do. They hum when they're nervous.
I don't hum.
Well, no.
All
but
right, let's
do
go to
other
you. What's your
things.
spirit animal? Let me
Bobby,
think
your
about
spirit
it.
animal.
My spirit animal, I'm truly, it's truly a combination of two spirit animals. One is a golden retriever.
In an upper to middle class home with two
Obviously.
kids.
A lot of people associate me with a golden retriever.
Yes.
Because we're very friendly, rambunctious, love to be around people, big, strong, but also really
Blonde.
stupid and dopey, blonde.
Your husband, Sam.
Couldn't forget that one part.
All American look.
Stupid, dopey.
Loyal and smart and whatever, but yeah, no, golden retriever. But the other one that I also associate myself with is a timber rattlesnake, a pygmy
I'm a
rattlesnake.
dog and a snake.
I'm a slithering
Snake.
A
snake.
snake with a dog's head.
But the
Yikes.
pygmy rattlesnake, the timber rattlesnake, because they're rattlesnakes, but they have very good temperament. Like you could fuck with them a lot, and they're not going to strike at you right away. They're very calculated.
They're just planning on how to kill you. That's worse. That's premeditated.
they seek to avoid conflict, as do I. But if you corner them and you piss them off enough, they'll strike. And when they don't strike often, when they do, there's a lot of venom that they release. And they're pretty passive creatures, and they like being in the mountains and stuff, and so do I. So I'm kind of those two things are kind of like anomalous, but anyway, yeah, those are my two spirit animals.
I'll be quick, but I think Bobby used to say my spirit animal was Pikachu. Because in the first episode,
No way, man. I don't see that.
hold on, the first episode, right?
No.
Ash is trying to play
get
ball
it.
with him, and he's just like, plur. He doesn't want to play ball. And he's just like, I'm done with this.
Hits it
I'm
back with
bored.
his tail.
I'm done with this. Plur. And he's just dismissive of it. And he can be really, he ultimately just wants to be like happy-go-lucky. But if you piss him off, he's gonna get really angry, and you see like the lightning bolt, and like the cheeks turn red, and he gets very, he gets very into it. He's very, I don't know, Bobby.
I could see you being a Pikachu, Sam, because, on the one hand, like Pikachu can be very friendly, loves adventures,
Right, likes to be outside and active and running around.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, piss Pikachu off and he'll electrocute you to high hell, just like you.
And you wouldn't see that coming from him.
Yeah.
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 All right, like you see it.
I could see you being Pikachu.
All right, thanks.
I could dig it.
All right. So thank you guys for answering
Yes.
No problem.
my question. Thank you to Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Moving over to Jess at Mrs. Boquist on Instagram. There's a goof. The ringtone Bullet claimed is Persian is in fact Indian.
Maybe that wasn't a goof. Maybe he didn't know.
She says, yay for baby Cohen. Otherwise, she felt this episode was a bit boring.
Yes.
I agree, actually.
yeah,
to
I
that.
thought last week and this week were meh.
Yeah. Julie turned down Bullet's proposal, but do you think she would have turned down Frank's if she met up with him that night?
Ooh.
I feel
Yeah.
that she would have, but she would have said, it's just too soon. I can't say yes yet.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Plus, nobody knows that she's dating him.
Right. I don't think she could hide a proposal as well as
Right.
hiding a relationship.
Moving over to Livia at Livia Cantadori Iglesias. She says, hi, girls. I'm a super fan from Brazil.
Brazil.
Wow.
Your country is so beautiful.
Every
nice.
day I go for my morning walk listening to you girls talk about the OC. The show first aired when I was in my senior year at high school, and it did shape me a lot back then. I went to law school, and then when I graduated, I became a public defender, and since then, I've been working with vulnerable kids and people in need with legal help.
Well done.
Wow.
Yes, you went idol girl.
Go, girl.
She goes, Sandy Cohen, it's for you.
Oh, I've goosebumps everywhere.
And then she says, congratulations for really amazing work. The podcast is so, so good. Well done.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, Livia. She sent some comments for this episode. Episode 12 is actually one of her season 4 favorites.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Kirsten and Sandy are goals, and the mail truck surprise was so sweet.
So sweet.
She loves every little reference about their young college love story. And Kirsten telling Sandy she's pregnant, oh my God, such a super loving scene.
Yeah.
She also loves Seth and Ryan's oh my God reaction to the news. It was funny but sweet. And she really likes the scene of Julie watching Caitlin in the bullet and the other couples dancing. Mike and Vic also had this question for all of us. Did you suspect Kirsten's pregnancy, or were you like me afraid she was sick? I almost died with fear when I watched this episode back in 2007.
I feel like they couldn't have given her some illness 4 episodes left of the season, of the series, you know? Like, how could you, unless they really were going to turn it.
I didn't think she was pregnant.
I did think she was pregnant.
I don't remember my
go that
first
route.
reaction. I just knew watching it second time around that she gets pregnant, so.
Yeah. Especially because the doctor, too, was like, have you had any alcohol? And she's like, not a drop. So I'm like, okay, that rules out a lot of alcohol-related
Well, yeah.
illness stuff. So, and then she's like, oh, I'm nauseous. And I'm like, oh, you're 40. Oh, that's like perfect time for like this oops baby. So, not oops. That's not the right, I hate putting it that way. But, you know, people
Surprise.
don't typically plan to have baby. Well, 10 years ago, they didn't. So I thought that, oh, yeah, this is probably it. Because she also mentioned the kids are going to be out of the house. So I kind of felt, I don't know.
Yeah, and her and Sandy are in a super healthy relationship. I mean, you know they're going heels to Jesus at least, you know, once a week or once a month.
Why do you
come
say
on
that?
now.
Well, now they are. I mean, maybe season 3 they weren't, but
Right.
True. There was a dry spell, but yeah.
Thank you, Livia.
Dot, dot, dot.
And thank you for your kind words.
yes, thank you.
Olivia, not Bobby.
Lexi at Lexi Silverberg blog says this is the only episode that she has not rewatched on HBO Max. Che isn't for her, so she usually skips around the first couple of episodes of season 4. But there's so many good little scenes in here that I was missing. And number 1 has to be Julie truly smiling and being selfless for her daughter when Caitlin and Bullet are dancing.
Selfless.
Absolutely selfless.
But is it the best decision? No.
Well, yeah. We see a redemption full circle. Ryan throws a season 1 nostalgia moment with his facial expression. When Sandy gives the gift to Kirsten, he does this smile thing with his mouth that he's only ever did when talking to Marissa.
Whoa.
Wow.
When
Someone's obsessed.
when they were at the model home in season 1 and she says it's hard to believe you're not more popular. It's so cute. And she sent a screenshot.
I can't wait to see this.
So it's really cute. Thank you, Lexi.
Yum.
That's awesome.
Yum.
Love it.
Yummy is
Yum.
right.
That's
Oh my God, he's so yummy.
So yummy.
Alicia at AAW3115. Here we see another instance where the female OC characters are in therapy.
Yeah.
Now, all of the teenage female leads have gone at some point in the show, and Kirsten in rehab, just an interesting observation.
I will say though that the percentage, at least in my experience, I won't say overall, but in my experience, the majority of people that seek therapy are females.
Which we talked
True.
about.
We did.
Yeah. She says she has to say the Ryan puppy dog face when Taylor was in the car with the therapist dropping off the box was a major thirst level high.
Yeah, I love that.
quite parched, if I do say so myself.
Doesn't know how Taylor could resist. If you were Ryan, or if you knew of someone who was in a relationship with someone like Taylor, would you find her actions cute or to be creepy? She thinks it's borderline. Jillian also asked this question at Jillian Loves Beyonce. She said she'd be terrified if she was Ryan.
Yeah, it's so hard because you know she's not really like threatening,
Right.
But also, yeah, she's really intense.
She is intense.
She's intense.
Especially Ryan, who is the least intense person, never really goes for someone who, I mean, I guess they say like opposites attract, but I just don't picture him with someone who is so intense, even though I do like them together.
But you couldn't, I don't think it works when there's two intense people.
No, it doesn't.
Not well, anyway.
He's just staring at his wife.
No, I didn't. I wasn't meaning to. No, I wasn't meaning to. But I mean, yeah, she definitely has features of the borderline personality for sure.
What?
Taylor does definitely has features of the borderline personality. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people. You're right, Liz. she isn't, you know, scary. Like, you know, I'm gonna put you in a hole in my basement.
She's not like that, like real stalker.
She's intense and overwhelming.
Yeah, she's just really intense, and sometimes people might say, like she hasn't, you know, stalked me and like, you know, tried to kill me yet, but just that might scare some people off. But I think more than anything, a lot of people just get annoyed and be like, "Girl, I need some space."
Right, like she
annoying.
has no boundaries really, so that
None.
would be very frustrating for
Yes,
someone.
no boundaries. You need to learn boundaries.
Right.
Yes.
But I feel like part of the reason that relationship works is because with someone of the borderline personality, which maybe she doesn't meet full diagnostic,
She absolutely does not.
She doesn't meet full diagnostic criteria, which certainly hits off a few of the markers. The borderline personality usually seeks someone that is a bit more passive and a bit more easygoing, because if they met someone like themselves, it's like, you know, putting gasoline with fire. That's just not going to go well. So typically they seek somebody like Ryan, maybe not exactly like Ryan. They usually want someone that's more like codependent and easier going. But you know, Ryan will do basically, because she's not a full borderline. He's not a full version of what they would be seeking anyway. So yeah, that's probably why it kind of works.
Yeah. So Liz and I, every week, we've been talking about Seth and Summer's storyline and how we're not loving it. We're a little bored, but then again, we don't know what we want from them.
Yeah.
True.
So Alicia is curious to know how Sam and Bobby feel about Seth and Summer's storyline this season.
Yeah, like from
Not overall, this season.
I feel like it's different. Obviously, it's different from the first 3 seasons because she's off doing her own thing. She's really kind of solidifying her identity and her own shoes and growing into that and pushing past a lot of comfort zones. She was also grieving Marissa at the beginning and not really knowing how to deal with that. So it's a lot of storylines for each character. Well, especially for her. But it's different. I don't know. I like you're saying, like, what would I fill in if instead of the absence? I don't know. I have to.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
I know, because there's not much we want to see. I don't actually want to see them in any harm.
No,
Right.
of course
But
not.
I'm like, well, this is just how they are right now.
Yeah.
She says, no way Kirsten is 40. Quick
Right.
math. How old was he when she had Seth?
Every time I watch this episode, I think that.
I know.
Like, you're 40 and your son is in college. Come on.
Right.
Come on.
She says, would have liked to have seen a spin-off show of the Cohen's baby experience in the OC?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a sucker for a spin-off show.
I mean,
I think it would have absolutely tanked.
Yeah,
but I
it
would've
would be
loved to have
awful.
seen
But,
it.
like,
It would
let's
be
get
absolutely
season 1,
awful.
right? Let's get a few episodes of that. Absolutely.
Just to see the Sandy and Kirsten again?
Yeah.
And finally, do you guys miss Marissa? How do you compare Ryan and Marissa to Ryan and Taylor? Team Taylor or Team Marissa?
Oh, well, we already know Sam.
Well, Liz and I, we've talked about this at length almost every episode.
Every
we touch
episode.
upon it. Sam, you are Team Marissa.
Yes.
Bobby?
Team Cooper Scooper all the way for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And right now, I think I'm Team Ryan. Enjoy your time with Taylor, but obviously I love
I
Marissa.
love Ryan, and I want Ryan to find that OT. I was going to say OTP, but like,
Yeah.
it's OTL,
It's
One True Love.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Alicia. We got a couple of emails this week.
Emails are fun.
I know.
You got mail.
That's fun, Bobby. Thank you.
Such a good movie.
Lisa, in one of the episodes, you guys...
My mom loves that movie. Yeah, so do I.
Lisa says, in one of the episodes, you mentioned how you met your spouse's parents.
Yeah.
And she says, I distinctly remember the day I met my now in-laws, and my mother-in-law loves to share the story. We went to Purdue University, and during one of the home football games, we had a celebration called Breakfast Club, where you dress up in costumes and went to the bars at like 6 a.m., drank all morning, and then went to the game.
Oh my
That's
God.
so cute.
No.
That morning, since I am a true 80s child, I decided to dress as Rainbow Bright, and my now husband was in terrible paisley shirt and leader suit.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
I met him drunk on Slater Hill during tailgating before the game. It was amazing. And she actually attached a photo in the email.
That's so cool.
So thank you,
awesome.
Lisa, for that story. We love hearing those stories.
Sweet.
For sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She says, in this episode is why I am Team Bullet. Yes, he's a big dumb
My
oaf,
girl.
but the way he and Caitlin are together just makes me smile.
Yes, I
Yes.
agree.
They're really,
Yeah. She deserves a real stepdad since her father is such a shit and Frank is not that guy.
Yeah.
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 But Julie
Yeah.
doesn't love him.
right.
It's not about you right now, Julie. Just
I do
know
love that though. Like they dance together and she can see their connection and she genuinely has a bond with him that's outside of like, oh, it's not because he has money and we can't pay the bills. Like she genuinely feels
But like she could not that it's
supported by
like
him.
I mean it sounds a little creepy, but like she could like see him as like an uncle. Like you can be in my life and we can spend time together. You can give me those like dad lessons that I need.
Yeah,
but like Julie doesn't need to be with him to do
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She also knows that Liz is not a fan of Che, but he's just so ridiculous she can't help but like him. In no way does she think he's a good character, but his antics make her laugh.
Hey, I do laugh when Che is on the screen most of the time. So
At
I
him.
guess hey, yeah, like
everyone needs a fan.
the really funny when he was chanting with Seth in the cave and Seth's like that part was funny, and this episode with him it was funny, but
like I would have traded that story, like his storyline, for development of Summer
something
and Seth.
something yeah
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
should have put
Something
your
else.
toes in
Yeah.
that water.
Thank you, Lisa. Our final email of the evening is from Rachel. New listener, just started from the beginning, but I love season 4, so I listened today when it popped up.
Aww.
I think so many people like season 4 because it's lighter, but I would think that everyone clearly acknowledges we wouldn't love season 4 if we didn't go through everything in the other seasons. Who wants to
True.
revisit so much drama from 1 through 3? That's probably why I have watched season 4 the most. That and the black teas and the smile counter after the cage fighting, of course.
Oh my god.
I love the idea of Taylor stalking Ryan, but wish it wasn't in a groundhog costume. To borrow one of your favorite words, it's so cringe and maybe the worst of the whole series. But Ryan,
Embarrassing. Do we say that too much?
I know. Gosh, I don't know, Liz. But Ryan playfully stalking her after was so cute, and I love them together. Love the podcast. Now back to listening chronologically.
Oh, so sweet.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Yeah,
That's
welcome.
awesome.
Thank you, everyone who submitted your questions and comments and trivia. So fun.
Yes, love it.
Music in this episode, we had Of Montreal, Silver Sun Pickups, Chemical Brothers, Hot Chip, and The Stills.
Hot chip.
Hot Chip. All right, smile counter. So we've been keeping track of Ryan's smiles.
I had 3.
I had 5. Vic had 10. So
10.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't.
yeah,
You know.
we have a hard time deciphering what
What
is
is
an
a
actual
smile?
smile. Is it a smirk?
Is it a smirk?
How long?
Do we have to see teeth? I don't know.
I feel like a lot of Ryan's smiles are like from a sarcastic, are you fucking kidding me
Yeah,
standpoint.
yeah.
You know, so it's not like a genuine, like, I'm so happy. It's more like, you are really that fucking dumb, aren't you? Like,
He did have a genuine smile when he saw Kirsten on her birthday, though.
Yes.
And when
Yes.
they
All
found
right,
out
we
she was
could count
pregnant.
that one.
So I'll give him 2 right
and
there.
when he made up with Taylor,
Yeah, at
stalking
the
her.
end, he
Yes.
was, they were laughing.
so a
in
solid
there.
3.
Yeah, I had a solid 3.
Okay.
Sure.
Some fashion.
I liked Caitlin's MAC Boom Boom shift eyeshadow. That was like so in the 2000s.
Look at you.
They also had this. Someone else was wearing it. Was it like in One Tree Hill? This eyeshadow was like always used.
Probably One Tree Hill.
Yeah, I think it was One Tree Hill.
I liked Julie's gold drop earrings.
I liked Ryan's light blue polo with the spiky hair.
Love that look.
Yum.
I liked Julie's black dress at the party.
Yeah,
Yes.
she looks smoke show. I liked Kirsten's cream poncho like jacket.
Yeah.
So good.
It's like so anyone else would look frumpy, but her, it's
Right, but her,
so
she looks
classy
amazing
and-
in it.
Classic. Her
Classic.
outfits are classic and timeless.
Also her brown wrap sweater.
Yes.
I like Summer's blue top. She wore this blue kind of satin cami in the end.
I
Tank.
also liked she had that black turtleneck, but it had the peephole at the event, I think it was.
Yep.
I liked Groundhog's hair. I don't know her
Yes,
name.
with the braids.
Braids,
So
really cool.
cute.
Yeah,
was
she was
like,
like
you
very
pulled it off really well.
that like
I'm not
boho
trying, but it looks good.
style.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
shop at Lucky. But
Yes.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah, she
Oh,
was cute.
Lucky. Does that still exist? We used to
know.
have a
They went out
Lucky
of
store in our
business.
mall.
They went
Yeah.
out of business.
Yeah, some guy at
with
TJ Maxx
COVID.
was saying that they went under.
Because of COVID, they went under.
They had good
Sorry.
jeans, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really liked their jeans.
We also got to give a shout out to Newport Chuck for just looking his most handsome.
Oh my God, we love Newport Chuck.
What a good boy he is! Like just looking his most dapper.
Was, and he looked fine even when he was stolen and taken for a ride. He kept his cool.
He's a champ. Newport Chuck.
And I also just wanted to throw in there. I also liked Caitlin's hat because it just it just worked with that outfit.
Oh yeah.
Like with the dark mascara and like the outfit and like the hat. It just it just worked.
She was at a dance recital.
Hit me, baby.
Yeah, it was awesome. Pretty much anything Taylor wears, like she has such a good wardrobe. In my opinion, I love her wardrobe. Anything she wears is just it works.
She doesn't know how to not be perfect.
Exactly.
So there's that insecurity.
Exactly.
But she is very well dressed to her benefit and her burden.
Yeah, she doesn't overwear too much makeup. She's nothing too like flashy. It's just very like classy and preppy and mature.
And her hair is always great.
Yeah,
her hair looked great.
So I'll give her that. She's got good hair.
Pretty much anything Taylor wears. Like I have to say 10 out of 10 for her every episode. And the bullet in that suit, he just looks like a classy dude.
There we go.
The bullet
out there. And he had a nice watch on.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any more fashion? No? All right, let's get into some quotes. I have no one plans a surprise party like Sandy Cohen. I could have been with the CIA.
Yeah, right? Oh, no, that's just Summer's weird friend, Che.
Well, that's kind of the other problem. Sometimes when I like someone, I kind of stalk them.
Yeah, I have that as my Taylorism.
Oh, you do?
I'm glad I don't sleep naked.
Oh, yeah. I had Caitlin's 5 people in this house, and I still end up eating dinner by myself.
Yeah,
because I hate eating by myself. So I'm like, I feel you. Even though there's not 5 people in my house.
You do hate eating by yourself.
Hate it. So
For
I
sure.
love it. I love it.
Me too.
Yeah,
Put
I
the
do.
TV on.
have you ever had a
it.
choking episode when you're alone? That scares
No.
the boot out of me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. You know?
Okay.
You got to go on from that comment. Go ahead.
Oh, can I throw in a quote?
Yeah. Bob.
Gosh. She's just getting placated.
I have sometimes the universe makes you do things that you don't understand.
Well, bullet bought it. Of course it is. When I see something I like, I go for it like a bullet. Bang.
Ditto.
How about a pre-op snow cone?
I brought a papoose for you.
I think papoose is just a really funny
It's
word.
a fun word to say.
Yeah. Any other quotes?
I don't think so.
I know that I got you kicked out of Brown and everything, but you know that I always had the best of intentions for you, right?
Aw. I mean, that's true.
I guess.
Taylorism.
Taylor.
Taylor?
Taylor.
Ah, that Taylor. Well, that's kind of the other problem. Sometimes when I like someone, I sometimes kind of, stalk them.
Uh-huh.
But not in like a scary Star 80 way, just in, like a follow them around and take pictures and log their activities and then compile it all in a factually accurate yet aesthetically pleasing scrapbook. And
I love
written
that
down.
one, except
So
I was
good.
not going to write it all down.
Yeah, I had that screenshotted.
Vic also chose that one as well.
Yeah, I loved that quote.
Jess's Taylorism. Taylor goes, were you just trying to stalk me? And Ryan goes, yeah, I guess. I need a little more practice. And Taylor goes, that is the most romantic thing anyone has ever done for me. All right, so let's get into our MVPs and shittiest. Do you guys have yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sort of.
We're going to do MVP first.
3,
2, 1, Sandy.
Ryan.
Okay, let's go first.
I picked Ryan, but also with a side of Sandy. Give me a little blue ribbon to Sandy.
Okay.
I just picked Ryan because I felt like he was so super cute in this episode.
He always wins.
Yeah,
man.
like,
Shit.
but also, I don't know. I couldn't. It was a toss up between him and Sandy. I felt like Sandy with the whole mail truck and trying to make Kirsten's birthday the best. But there's something I just kept gravitating towards Ryan in this episode, which I feel like I haven't in a while. And I was glad to see that. I liked his actions and the way he played off that he wasn't missing Taylor, but then he was looking at the book and
Sweet.
yeah, it was sweet. And then finally he's like, let's just stop this shit and let's just, do it.
Yeah.
Sort of,
Yeah. Sam?
I'm tied between Julie and Sandy. Julie, because although I get it. I'm like hearing this in my head. Like, you don't get into a relationship for your kids. But for one, she is considering her kids. And that's
Yeah,
something that
that's
Julie
good.
really never took into consideration much. She did, but it was always, well, it's about me and Jimmy screwed me over, so I have to get redemption and get what's mine and what's owed to me. So I give her a lot of credit. She had that little reflection moment at the end where she's seeing them dance and she's like, oh, I really want this for Caitlin and everything she's been through. I think that showed a lot of growth for Julie. And Sandy, obviously, like you said, that birthday, I'm a real fan of just doing, like, he just goes 110% for Kirsten all the time. And birthdays are he doesn't fall shy of that. So, so romantic, so great. And so supportive when she says I'm pregnant. He was just like, great, like we're gonna have a bit, just everything. He just always comes through 100%. I love it. Just a support and excitement, a great overall partner. And then my participation award for Chuck the Groundhog, because he's so great. I just love him.
Bobby?
Julie for everything that Sam said. Chuck for everything Sam said.
Both chose Chuck.
We love Chuck.
Hell yeah, we love animals. Are you kidding me? He's so
Funny,
cute.
his name is
too.
Chuck. I know. It's like, huh?
Yeah, Newport Chuck.
Newport Chuck.
But also I have to give it up to Bullet because not only no, hear me out though. Like, I know I'm on the Bullet bandwagon buying it, but I love his relationship with Caitlin because unlike most of the guys that Julie's dated who are probably just like, hey there, kiddo, and then they just go take out Julie and do what they got to do and come back. Like, he actually gives a shit about Caitlin, and he does it when Julie's not looking. That's how you know it's authentic.
That's so true.
That's so true.
And that's probably why she hates most of the people her mom has dated, because they don't really give a shit about it. They just want to, do what they want to do with Julie. So like, he makes her feel special, he makes her feel important. And the Bullet is someone, who he doesn't have to care about any of that kind of stuff, but he's a good, down homegrown dude like that who makes her feel important, feel special. And, he's a real family man in that sense. So for me, Bullet, not only taking an interest in Julie, but taking an interest in what's important to her is what makes, me put Bullet as the MVP, because I'm so touched by how Bullet, has this relationship with Caitlin. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Good choices. I chose Sandy for everything that you guys said. Who chose Sandy? Jess chose Sandy as well for looking for that mail truck. Vic chose Julie for making a sacrifice. And Lexi chose a combination of Julie and Sandy.
Oh,
Suli.
so Samantha.
Yes. Okay, shittiest. So, confession, I had a hard time with shittiest.
Shittiest? Confession, I don't have a shittiest.
I don't have a shittiest either. Do you guys have a shittiest?
Do you guys have a clear
Two.
shit? Oh, okay. So we're going to go on the coattails.
Yeah. All right. So we'll do it on 3, 2, 1. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Frank and
Shay and
Shay.
the therapist.
The therapist.
The therapist. That's a good
That's
one.
a really good one.
Totally forgot about
You
the
chose Shay as
therapist.
well?
Yeah.
So
Always.
Vic chose Shay for getting Seth arrested. Jess
Right.
chose Caitlin for just being immature.
Yeah,
and
I can see
emailing.
that.
Lexi chose Shay because he needs to go to the island.
Yes.
Do you know what we
Yes.
mean by that? The island? Because I said that earlier and you gave me a look.
No idea.
On our shows, when a character goes away forever, we
Like
call
they're
it,
never coming back on the show.
in our little network, we call it the island.
They're on the island.
Like, you want them to, or they go?
Well, let's just where we put
we're
them.
gonna actually physically put them on the
Like, if you, let's say there's a character on the show and you're like, I want them to go to the island, but they didn't actually leave the show. Or
Well,
the,
it's
No,
only
they're not
you
on
only
the island.
confirm when the person has physically
Actually, okay,
left the
got
show.
it.
Yeah.
yeah, so he absolutely agreed. Needs to go to the island with his
Yeah.
groundhog.
Like, Will is on the island. You know?
Yeah,
Bye,
yeah,
Will.
yeah.
God.
Who did you choose for your shittiest, Bobby?
Frank?
Frank, just because fuck off, Frank.
Oh.
He's really Team Bullet, you know?
Yeah.
He also is
really.
Team Ryan, and Frank fucked up Ryan.
Yeah.
From the
And
Newlys.
that's also why I hate fucking Frank. And then Che, just because he's like a dumpster fire, man. Everything that comes in contact with him just gets incinerated. But the other one that I totally forgot about was, but sometimes the dumpster fire means well, and just, and then the other one is definitely the therapist.
Yeah.
Just because,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you
Should've done that.
Poor
fucking
boundaries,
suck.
poor ethics.
If you were a real person, I would report you to the ethics committee immediately.
It's a serious issue.
Yes.
For
it's very-
sure.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. It's that time of the week where we announce
Our patron of the week.
It's patron of the
It's
week.
patron of the week. It's patron of the week.
It's patron of the week.
love This is a great intro. I'm so happy that my sonny Ava gets this introduction.
Ava.
So last week on Three Gossip Girls, we had our patron Ava on. She was an excellent co-host. We wanted to say thank you, and we were so excited to have you on the podcast. If you want to listen to that episode, go to Three Gossip Girls.
Check it out.
And check it out. It was a good time. But we just wanted to say thank you, Ava, for supporting us for this long. And we are so excited that you got to be on and that we are getting to know you. You're a sweet gal. So thank you.
Thank you, Ava.
And thank you to all the other listeners and subscribers to this podcast. Just because, like, I mean, I know y'all love the same shows and everything, and that's great. But as an unbiased or mostly unbiased observer, you know, I watch Listen Michelle put their hearts and souls into this podcast, and you know, I love that it's received with your love, and you know, I know you, the listeners, make this podcast worth it for them, and you know, it helps keeps all this. You guys are the lifeblood of this, and it makes it so much better of a podcast than it would be. So you know, I just want to say thanks, as you know, someone who loves Listen Michelle, you know, for all of your enthusiasm and all of your support for this podcast, because it's something they're both so passionate about, and you know, it's for you guys, and you make it all worth it for them. So just thanks for supporting this podcast and this network as well.
Thank you, Bobby.
Boo boo.
My eyes got smaller and smaller because I kept smiling harder and harder. I'm like, I can't see. Thank you, Bobby. But it's
Thanks,
the truth.
Bobby. It is the truth. All right, Liz, so you ready for the haiku?
Ooh, I'm so excited, but yet not, because like we're so close.
We're so close to the end.
To the end.
I know. All right, here's your haiku for season 4, episode 13, The Case of the Franks.
Oh, brother.
Memories are shared and there are dates being planned. Which team are you on?
Oh, God. There's a competition of Frank versus the Bullet.
Yes.
Okay. I remembered just that in conversation. Mm-hmm. The first part,
memories are
shared. Maybe between Frank and Ryan, or between Are we going through no, I was gonna say like maybe it's a family thing, and Kirsten's like, here, look at my baby pictures of Seth because you guys are so old now and growing up, and or maybe Seth and Summer are reflecting on memories of their relationship. I am lost with this one.
Okay,
but the Franks, you know, it's a Frank heavy episode.
The team situation is definitely a thing that will be played out.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Memories. And I'm really lost with that one.
I'll fill you in after dark.
I'm excited.
Okay. Good job.
Thank you.
Knowing what the team meant. That brings us to the end of the episode. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in your questions and comments this week. Your emails, we love it.
Yeah.
Your DMs, all of it. We absolutely couldn't do this show without you. Thank you, Sam and Boo Boo, for joining us. The therapist, as you are now named.
We should get them shirts that just say the therapist. And on the back, let's talk OC.
Love it.
On the back of mine, if I could just get bang.
Oh, yeah, sure, of course.
Therapist.
We would, of course,
Bang.
say bang.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Team Ryan.
We got a new review this week on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much to everyone who's leaving us our reviews.
Yeah, each week we're getting new ones.
We so appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please consider leaving us a review. You'll put a giant smile on Listen I's face.
Mm-hmm.
5 stars is pretty great. But this one's from Simon Jackson Turner from Great Britain. Our buddy Simon. Thank you, Simon. He says, amazing podcast. Highly recommend. 5 stars.
Aw.
All of the It Takes 3 Podcast Network podcasts are amazing. If you enjoy the OC, or even if you don't, this is a great, fun podcast. The hosts have amazing chemistry, and you are sure to be entertained and enjoy this podcast.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank
Well
you,
done,
Simon. And like we said at the top of the show, he's one of the hosts of the Mighty 90s podcast and the Ravens podcast,
Yeah, you
a
guys
One
should check
Trey
him
Hill
out.
podcast.
Fantastic.
They're so great. And him and Dom will be on for 4:15.
Yeah, so 2 weeks-ish.
Yeah. The penultimate. So, like always, stay tuned for After the Break, where we go into our After Dark segment. And until then, we'll see you next week for episode 13, The Case of the Franks.
After dark. After dark. Let's talk OC.
As Sam yawns. It's late, guys.
After dark. We're getting there. Okay, so Liz, yes, we have Frank versus Bullet. It's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
And
February 2nd, Kirsten's birthday.
And
yeah.
Right, but Sandy and Kirsten go down memory lane, and Kirsten fills
doesn't she
him in
tell him about Jimmy and her?
Oh, wait, I kind of remember
And Max
that.
Greenfield plays a young
Yes!
Sandy Cohen.
Yes.
Who plays a young Kirsten?
I don't know.
Oh my
I
God,
remember
yes.
that.
You remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Max Greenfield is like the perfect young Sandy Cohen.
Yeah.
And doesn't she? Yeah, a lot comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that
Yeah.
now. But doesn't she?
She has a
Abortion.
miscarriage.
had an abortion.
Right.
Yes, but
Right.
they also allude to that when Teresa was having her baby.
Right.
I forgot that we go back to that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is gonna be a good one.
Let's hope so.
I hope so. After these past 2 weeks.
Well, Tish says she's excited for next week. What she remembers most about season 4 comes from what happens in next week's episode.
Is the
I'm sorry, you're twitching.
sorry?
The
You can say.
What is it? No, I can't think of
baby
the word.
earthquake.
Earthquake. Thank you.
Not next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the penultimate where
whole
you
other
have.
episode.
Okay.
Liz mentioned this before, but it's crazy to me that both women had babies in their later in life. However, over the past 10 to 15 years, there's been an increase of people having children. later in
Definitely.
life.
100%.
Because Julie also has a baby.
Right.
Right.
Right. But back then,
They
like
do
it was so
everything
many
together.
years ago.
2007.
But 2007,
I mean,
people
35
had
is
babies younger.
considered a geriatric pregnancy.
right, which
is not
I
even a
think
nice
now they
title.
technically changed it to 37.
37.
Which
Right.
is fine.
We have time.
We have time. Woo-woo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tish. Jess asks, has anyone watched Chuck? It's another Josh Schwartz show. It used to be on NBC, but now it's available on Prime Video. She says she's only on season 2 of 5 so far. Rachel Bielson is in a couple of episodes.
Oh.
Melinda Clark is in one, and also the girl who played Lucy last week is a supporting character.
Oh, that's really funny.
And the guy who is in the jail cell with Seth and Che in tonight's episode is a supporting actor on that series as
I
well.
guess
There it
they
is.
like to use the same
Yeah.
peeps.
Vic says, oh no, 4 episodes to go. This is getting sad. But here we go, another holiday episode. I really like this episode. Team Bullet, Team Frank, and it's funny and sweet. And we also get a little of the past.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really excited about that.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
she sent her core 5 and ranked them. So last week, Sam,
Oh, right. Yeah.
we were asking, how would you rank Ryan, Taylor, Summer, Marissa, Seth?
Individually?
Like,
Well, like
1 through 5.
1 through 5.
Not like, who's your favorite and who's your least
So
favorite.
I'm gonna read Vic's first, and then I want your answers, okay?
Yeah, and you can marinate.
So Vic says,
Face.
she goes, core 5, don't hate me. Vic, we would never hate you.
Never.
All opinions are great here.
Yeah.
Ryan, I love him. Taylor, there's just something about her. Summer, most character development. Marissa, the kindest soul. Seth, he matured very slowly.
I predicted that's how Vic would rate them just by knowing her.
Oh yeah, she loves Taylor.
Yeah.
She loves Taylor and Ryan. Who wants to go?
They're both just staring. Oh, here comes Bob.
Ryan, number 1, obvi. Number 2 would, I like Vic's reasoning for Summer character development. Definitely Summer. 3, gotta go with Seth. He's just something about him. And then
Marissa or Taylor.
Marissa and then Taylor. That was an easy one.
Okay.
Oh, wait, they're only within the confines of those 5 people.
Yes,
Yes,
the
they
core
just-
5.
Were you not listening?
Okay.
No, she has to change her list.
No, I just said like the core 5. That's it.
Core kid 5.
Just
Right,
ranking
because I'm
them.
like thinking Kirsten. I
No,
get
she's
overwhelmed.
she's not a kid. She's
All
a
right.
parent.
Well, she's 40. Could be a kid. We're on our 30. Whatever. So, Ryan, I think he has one of the strongest character developments. That's right, Sully.
Totally agrees.
Seth. No, Summer. Again, character development.
Okay.
Alicia Taylor's 5. I'm just going to put that out there. Take some of the trap away. And then
Seth or Marissa.
Seth, then Marissa.
Oh, so you have the same answer as Bobby.
Oh.
Yeah, Ryan, Summer, Seth,
Yeah.
Marissa, Taylor.
Okay.
Okay, good choices.
Have you come up with yours yet, or you? No.
Oh, but you get weeks to marinate. Okay.
Well, I'm the host, so yes.
Short order cook over
Podcast,
here,
fool.
and she's like,
You're the
making
guest.
moonshine.
You're in the hot seat.
That's right.
I can't rank yet. I want to rank, but then I feel guilty about putting certain people in certain spots.
same.
Oh,
I know
how's that feel?
Marissa's number one for me.
I figured.
All right.
Yeah, I am
Can
very.
I hear why?
She's gonna put Ryan at 5. You
I
watch.
No.
Because she's
no, she won't.
no,
because
Ryan's
she's
not
Marissa.
5. Yeah, like I just absolutely love Marissa's storyline.
Do you love her so much because other people hate her?
No,
Okay.
it's not about.
No,
that.
it's not that at all.
I think
I miss her.
I miss her too.
Yeah.
I really do miss her.
Sure.
And rewatching this and discussing every week with Liz and how maybe at times we did have to defend Marissa,
Yeah.
but I don't love her because I have to defend her. I found her interesting. I liked her. I found her level-headed and
Yes.
reasonable.
Extremely.
That's the face. When we say that,
I
people
know.
do this.
Because I've made similar decisions to her, and you're like, that was completely out of left.
Like what?
Like you said, like Bobby said,
too
last time-
trusting kind
right?
of
Like
thing?
too trusting.
Oh, well,
You
yeah.
That's just
overextend.
naive. That's naive.
Right. So
Yeah, but I don't know. There's something about Marissa's character that I just love.
Me too.
I love Marissa.
I mean, I love her. I do love her too, even though she frustrates me.
And I feel
But I
like
do
she
love her.
does get a lot of shit when it's not should not be granted to her.
Yes, she has dealt a crappy card
Yeah.
hand. Yeah.
And I liked her storyline. I liked her story.
Me too.
No, I
She's my favorite.
I did like her. She's just not.
She's
my
definitely
fave.
number 1. I'm not sure who 5 is. The middle is a mess. So we'll just leave it
So
at that.
we're just stuck at Marissa.
And then last but not least, we have been incorporating people's top 5 and bottom 5 of the whole series of cast members.
Right. So you
right?
can include other.
You don't-
picks.
you don't have to
do it
answer.
now. We're gonna have a whole episode.
Yeah. So we've been asking people to submit theirs, and every week I share one. So this week is Lisa, and she has different lists.
I'm excited
So
for this.
list number 1 is her favorite and least favorite, from top to bottom. Okay. So her
Are they in particular order?
It's her top 5 characters.
Okay, so there's no particular
Her
order.
favorites. Okay, this is top 5 favorites: Seth, Sandy, Anna, Ryan, Che.
What?
And she says, "Don't judge me. He is hilarious."
Can you expand on that?
Her bottom 5 top. Okay, her bottom 5 are Marissa, Caitlin, Frank, Oliver, Johnny. Then she has best and worst characters.
Wow.
So, her top best characters are Julie, Sandy, Ryan, Summer, Kirsten.
It's good choices.
The bottom worst characters: Trey, Rebecca, Dawn, Jimmy, Johnny, in parentheses, worthless.
Oh, I feel so bad for Johnny. Every
such a
time
bad
someone
card.
puts him in the bottom 5, I'm like, guys.
I mean, he's
come
better
on.
than Lindsay.
How is Volchuk
Yeah.
not as made?
Yeah, where's
made?
Volchuk? In all
Volchuk
these?
is rarely
The
in
fuck?
people's bottoms.
So we-
Anthony
Listen-
probably infiltrated these people.
No.
yeah, right.
Quit
Listen-
drinking Anthony's Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
people.
seriously.
Listen, I talked about this last week if we would include Volchuk, and she said
He's just worthless at this. Like, he's not even a
think
thought.
about him.
Wow.
Which is
Guys,
crazy.
Savage. He killed Marissa.
So it's interesting how
Savage.
Lisa has Che in favorite, her top 5 favorite.
Yeah.
Che is in there. Marissa is in the least favorite category, which I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then best characters, I agree. Julie, Sandy, Ryan, Summer, Kirsten. Those are, I mean.
Yeah, like the most enjoyable to watch, I think.
And then bottom, I do agree with her bottom, except for Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny.
Trey was awful.
Trey was awful.
We did not
And
like
really
Rebecca.
uncomfortable watching. Rebecca was awful.
Awful.
I like Dawn.
Me too. I like Dawn.
I felt for her.
No one put Lindsay in these categories.
We had some Lindsays.
Oh.
I have a sweet spot for Jimmy. I know he's
Me
a shit
too.
father.
Me too.
I know he's a
Same.
shit
Me too.
father.
I know, same.
Ant
There's
like
something
can't
about
stand
it.
Jimmy anymore. Like Ant's like
Well,
Jimmy's
he
the
likes
worst.
Volchok, so his, I
Yeah.
don't trust his judgment.
Jess
His
also sent us hers, but we're gonna read that next week because we're doing one
Excited.
per week. So thank
Sprinkles.
you, Jess. Sprinkle of it in.
Could I take a crack at the top 5? Because
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
If
If
you
you're
have it.
ready,
yeah,
you go for it.
I think I'm ready. So
You might have already given yours on one of the episodes, but I don't remember.
just been thinking about it for the last 1.5 minutes. So it's pretty in depth, as you could tell.
It's well thought out.
So my top 5. I'm gonna have to go with Ryan. I'm gonna have to go with Sandy Natch. I'm going to have to go with Luke. Absolutely Luke in my top 5. I'm also gonna have to go with Anna. I mean, like, come on, she should be in everybody's top 5. And my last one for my top 5, I will probably have to go with the bullet.
Yeah, we
there
were
it
waiting for
is.
that.
Bang.
Shocking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably have to put him in there, and then for my worst 5,
Worst 5.
Volchuk. Let's just get that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
If I could put
Trey?
Oliver as the other 4, I would.
Trey and Oliver.
I'd put Volchuk. I would put Oliver. I'd put Johnny. I would put Trey. And then I would probably also have to put probably Ryan's parents. I just fucking hate them.
What
Even
about
Dawn?
What about Lindsay?
Dawn was cheap.
She was such a whiny little
They
deer.
did Ryan so wrong. He's this little kid, and they just abandoned
Yeah,
him.
but Dawn,
Like,
that's
so
what happens. But I
crummy.
feel like Dawn got her a little bit of a redemption.
All right, you're right.
But it's your list. That's your list.
No,
Right.
I try to be objective. I'm gonna. Well, it's kind of hard to
can't
be
be
objective when you're
objective.
being emotional. But
So then,
fine.
how do you put
I'll pull
what's
them-
his face on there, Trey? Because he's from the same family.
Yeah, but he has no good about him.
I agree. I mean, he assaulted
Ryan.
Marissa on the beach, but then how do you
I
put
hate Trey.
I hate him.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm gonna pull Ryan's parents out, and I have sympathy because his mom clearly has a problem. I'll pull them out, and then in return for that, I think I'd probably end up having to put Caleb in there. Honestly,
Okay. All right.
yeah, I'd probably just put Caleb in there.
He's pretty sure.
You know, when I think of Caleb and when I think of Jimmy, I think of like classic OC, and I
Yeah.
think of the
Same.
good old days, and I
Yeah.
think of season 1 and season 2, and
Chaos.
then Marissa's in there, and I'm like,
Yeah, I feel like
hey,
I can't
let's
put Caleb on
let's
there.
throw
right?
Zach in there, and let's throw Alex in there, and
Alex.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Love Olivia Wilde.
she was great.
you know, I have to really think about how we're gonna do our list,
Right, like I
you know?
need to really do my research and remember all the characters that have graced us.
I think Oliver might be on one of my best lists.
I love
like a
Oliver.
character.
Not favorite.
as a
Right.
character.
Yeah, as a character.
For this, Oliver is someone I love to
can't-
hate.
I have such a
I love to hate Oliver.
I have such a bias
Same
against
thing
him.
with Volchuk. I love to hate him. Like that's how you know you
No,
did
I just
such
hate
a
him.
good job.
I hate
Yeah, I
him.
just didn't
I
like
can't.
him.
I can't even invest my energy in him because he's so fucking exhausting.
Yeah,
to
I just
hate.
want him to
He's too
always
much.
just not
Don't
be
even
on the
be there.
screen.
But
Oh, yeah,
Oliver had
no.
those crazy eyes.
Yeah, I loved Oliver.
I hate the living shit out of those two. You know, whatever. I'm gonna hold back.
That's
but
okay, hold back.
I,
I'll
I
hold
hate.
my own.
I hate the two of them so much. But that's how I know they're great characters because they've made me hate them. I've put an emotional investment in hating them, and that's how I know they did such a good job at playing their role.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you. Well, thank you, Lisa, for sending your list. I love this layout.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with how everybody is writing their.
We have some good inspiration.
We sure do for when we do ours. But that's all we have for After Dark this week. Do you guys have any closing statements?
Any final questions or comments?
Can you believe that our OC journey is coming to an end?
No, it's crazy. I feel like season 4 is such a different. It's like a spin-off almost because
Yeah.
it's so different. For like you said, it's like before Marissa and after Marissa, like different shows.
And the
almost.
beginning of season 4, I was really into, and these couple, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is right.
These
This
are
is
like bumper
why
episodes,
I
Right.
don't really watch season 4.
right?
Right, because I felt like since the beginning of season 4, I was waiting for it to be like, it feels different. And it didn't really until now.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you guys are putting too much weight into like these comical aspects
right.
with characters that nobody cares about.
So like, what's his face? Schwartz was he was already writing for Gossip Girl at this point? Was
Yeah.
that the problem? Like, was that
I don't think that was the problem. I think the network didn't pick it up. I've read
Yeah.
certain things
So-
like
yeah.
it just didn't get renewed.
Because I'm wondering, because there is definitely a different vibe to it. There's a different tone to it. You said they have these comical aspects. They have these sub-character
It's
developments.
lighter, but I don't know
It's
if
lighter.
it's better.
It's not
Right.
better.
No, it's definitely not better.
So I didn't know if that was like Josh had other things, hands in other pots, and that's what influenced. Like, you can't have 110 in all your projects.
I thought we read a couple different things,
like,
but
I'm
one was
mixing.
that he knew the show, like the network didn't want the show to progress, and so he wanted to do like fun at the end, which is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The finale is going to happen. I'm going to be super emotional. And I will
Yeah,
cry,
definitely,
so,
definitely gonna cry.
yeah.
If so, I guess I would ask the listeners if you do feel similarly to that, what would you put in as replacement episodes? Or are there certain themes or characters that you would like to see?
It's funny. I feel like
Developed.
they keep asking us that, and then we ask them that
Yeah.
because we don't know.
We
Like
don't know,
Steph and
yeah.
Summer, we're like, we don't really know what we would have done with them. You know, people didn't like the therapist storyline. People were
Right.
some people loved Che. Like Lisa found Che hilarious
I don't resonate
as a
with him.
character. Some people found his character stupid.
Right.
I don't know. He's okay. You know, and now we have to. Summer's home. She got kicked out of college. So it's
Yeah.
like this weird limbo.
I feel like
Right.
for me, I would have liked to see more of that, like college life. Like if
Yeah.
we're gonna do like,
If you're gonna go
a
there, let's
completely
go there.
Yeah, like let's
Yeah.
go there. Let's go to the campus.
Right.
Let's go to parties
Right.
and
Well, I
'Cause
think
then
that's
it's
have
why
friendship and
they
development.
didn't do it though, right? Because now they're home and they're like, oh, we're not actually doing this college experience,
Right.
So
I guess that back and forth thing it's almost like Dawson's Creek with the whole fucking show. Like, I feel like it was like this way, that way. It's just
Did I
two.
tell you I tried to watch it?
Yeah,
I
and you
was like,
can't get
do
through it because it's that. It's for 4 seasons of that. So I feel like even a taste of that and a show that was so powerful with its storylines can get really, I don't
Yeah.
know, over. I wouldn't. It's not.
But I feel
well
like
done.
that if they did more like scenes at college and everything, that really could have like brought extra life to the show, and because there's so much more writing material you could do with like college themes and everything like that. So I thought that would have been very interesting.
Right. Maybe they were worried that they couldn't like involve
all
the
that.
parents with that.
Right,
Like,
how do you
how
do
do we
that?
keep Sandy and Kirsten and Julie relevant?
Yeah.
But
It'd be like Fuller House. They'd make guest appearances.
yeah,
kinda.
exactly.
And also, they know the show was
ending.
ending, and they had a certain amount of episodes. It's like, let's fill in all this. But
Or
yeah,
wait, this is After Dark. We get spoiler alert.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What if they ended up going to Berkeley, where Sandy ended up teaching at? Like that would be a cool way to tie everything in.
I know, it's
what I mean?
true. Yeah,
That'd have been cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did, because this is probably going to be my last time on the show before the pod. This is going to be my last
true.
time on the pod before
other
we
shows.
wrap up with the OC and everything like that. I was curious. So there's a lot of like relationships in this show, and I was wondering if any of the listeners had any thoughts on characters who never dated but they think could have been a good match with each other.
It's a great
You'll have to
question.
stay tuned because I have a article that I'm going to share next week that Vic sent us, and it's about couples who, according to Screen Rant, should have been together but never actually were
Well,
together.
look at how did you transition that? My goodness,
That's a little
We
teaser
didn't
for
even
next
plan
week's
that.
After Dark.
That's fun.
yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'll send it to you, Boo Boo.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, guys. Until next week. Bye.
Bang.